So I'm here interviewing Miss
Alana.
and she's the artist I picked for my project in school. Tell my listeners a little bit about yourself.
I have a bachelor's degree in applied voice, a bachelor's degree of music.
You also paint?
I paint, I sculpt, I do metal smithing, metal work, music, I do music production, I write, sacred medicine, medicinal arts, the art of healing.
What do you see as a role of visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession?
Visual arts actually, it has a direct effect on your cerebral cortex. Visually, things automatically program your thinking and how you'll respond on a subconscious level. Historically, with art and images, I can understand how the evolution has caused blockages in our thinking and our pattern and our behavioral system. So I think that art is a direct indicative result of what is being interpreted.
New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this has a positive or negative influence on your field or industry?
Imagery is so important in the sense that, again, it affects your mood on your ideas and thinking process on a subconscious level as well as a conscious level. You look at bottles like a Coca-Cola bottle, it has the curves, it's shaped like a fine woman. You want to hold it. It's comfortable to hold right in the middle where the curves are, just as it would be to hold, a silhouette of a woman's torso. There are many phallic symbols for a sign of power and strength and, masculinity. But we don't realize how often internet or media technology has anything to do with receiving that. It's out there. The tricky thing is that when truth mixes falsehood, that the truth is often obscured. The deception of imagery, we can say, oh, it's mixed. And just because it says that, we believe that.
You believe it, right.
And the mind is a powerful thing and can cause that to happen. So I wouldn't blame that on media technology.
What popular images are frequently repeated throughout your industry?
Popular images. I guess my industry would be considered just an artistic industry. So I'll say, personally, what I've come to find is in Kemetic philosophy, the story of Isis and Osiris, understanding columns and numbers. Historically, the number 4 created a certain type of energy flow that allowed Osiris to be resurrected after being chopped up by his brother. And the phallic symbol was so important because it was shown to be importance, of a man. That's how he continues his life and his seed. But that was the one part that was difficult to find, that they found all the pieces except for his phallic symbol. But in understanding the resurrection, symbol is represented by a column that has like 4 tears that come out of it. So that is to resurrect, to rise up, to come up. And I've noticed in understanding that often in architecture and design and graphics, especially things that I think that are oppressive to the production of positive movement for our beings and for love and goodness in the earth, things that are counterproductive to that will not have more than 4 levels. They stay at 2 to 3 levels. And I feel that is subconsciously keeping us, in a dead state.
Right.
So that's the common image that I often see.
Who is one of your favorite visual artists, or what is your favorite style of visual art?
One of my favorite visual artists is Justin Bois. And I like his art because it brings kind of like a modern, impressionistic street graffiti to like canvas. What I feel when I look at his paintings, kind of like a modern folk style. So I'll say my favorite art style would be folk art.
So has to your knowledge, any famous artwork influenced your creative process?
I just found out the other day that and it made sense that Picasso kept African figures and masks in his house, and that's what inspired him in his Cubist styles. Looking at Picasso's work, as far as technicality, it's nothing to do what he's doing.
Right.
It's the interpretation of what he put out, the colors and the movement and, the contrast. artists whose famous works were very inspirational to me is Frida Kahlo. You know, like I'm a big Frida fan. Like I will say that she's probably my all-time favorite artist, just because her work is so intense and in depth, and I feel very connected. I look at everything that comes out of me, it comes out of me as an expression of my soul, and I'm creating it, and that's where I am.